let's look at number 17. Now, it just asks us to find those 4 pieces of data, the mean, median, mode, and range. So if you're looking at your data values, they are not in order. So that's always the first thing I try to do before I find any value. You could find the mean, and you could like search through and find the highest and lowest value, but it's just easier if it's just in order, and then you can find everything else a little easier. So let's look for the lowest number and start there. So it looks like the lowest number is going to be 8. And as I write them, I'm going to cross them off so that I know that I've used them. And I also always count the number of data values at the end and make sure that I didn't miss any. So the first one we used was 8. And then it looks like we've got 14. And then 26. And then 29, 34. And then 38. And 40 3 times. So 38 and then 40 3 times. And then 43, 47, and 49. 43, 47, 49. So I count the number of data values I have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that I wrote down. And we started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I probably got them all. So it looks like we have 12 total data values. So that means that the middle is going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in between 38 and 40 is going to be the middle value. So you can either know what is in the middle of 38 and 40, 39, or take that value and divide by 2, and that would also give you 39 as the median. Now in this one, the mode is 40. That is the one that occurs most often here. The range is going to be 49, the highest value, minus the lowest value. So 49 minus 8 is 41. So the range in our value is 41. The mode is 40. And the mean, if we add up all 12 of those data values, I added them up and got a total of 408. And then you just divide that by 12. So 408 divided by 12 equals 34. So mean, median, mode, and range, that's really all there is to it. I do want to do a couple different examples with you, but anything I don't do, you guys need to try. So if we turn the page over and look at number 22, it says write a set of data with at least 7 values that has a median of 54 and a mean of 57. So we need 7 data values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we know that the middle number, so the 4th number, has to be 54. I'm just going to get you guys set up with this, and then you guys can sort of go from here. So if we know that the mean is 57, we know that some number divided by 7, because that's how you find the average, divided by the number of data values you have, is 57, because that's the average. So if we take 57 and multiply it by 7 to get what that number is, that means our number has to equal a total of 399. So that is the sum that all 7 of these digits has to add up to. So, why don't you guys do a little bit of guessing and checking, but you know that it needs to be 3 numbers below and 3 numbers above 54 because that's your middle. The last one I'm going to do with you guys, and then the rest will be up to you to finish, is 24, and 24 will be just like that last page. Now it says Jesse has scores of 87, 90, 90, and 95 on his first 4 tests. So it's asking what must he score on the final test to have an average of at least 92. So he wants the average of all of his test scores to be greater than or equal to 92, because at least 92 means 92 or higher. So we know that his first 4 tests are given there. So it is multiple choice and we could guess and check, but we're just going to solve it. So we know that we have test scores of 87, 90, and not commas, we are adding these together. So 87 plus 90 plus 98 plus 95 plus this 5th test score. If you divide them by the total number of all 5 tests that he's going to have, that's going to get you that average of 92. So when we add those up, we get 370. So we've got 370 plus that x value divided by 5, still greater than or equal to 92. So what's the opposite of dividing by 5? Multiplying by 5. So that will go away, and we have x plus 370 is greater than or equal to 92 times 5, which is 460. So all we have to do then is subtract 370 to the other side. So when you subtract 370, we get x is greater than or equal to 90. So it looks like Jesse needs at least a 90% on that last test. So all we did is add up what we have, include the one we're trying to find, and we're just dividing by the number of total tests or whatever it might be, depending on your problem, underneath those totals.